this, I want to see Gintama. It's like, fucking hell, like, why do you make me, like, care about arcs right at the very end? Because I think a lot of people could tell, like, I was kind of losing a little bit of interest after a while, after, like, the second episode of Soul Switch. I'm like, okay, I feel like it's starting to outrun its comedy, but then it kind of brings you back in, and it's like, fuck, it had a badass moment between Gintoki and Hijikata. I can't complain about this arc, like, anymore. It's like, nope, it had the badass moment. I had to fucking admit it was really good. Like, so it's just like starting off the episode, it was just like, oh, really? Like, Hijikata was trying to, like, act all playboy with it, and, like, Gintoki, like, you think, like, oh, Gintoki's such, like, a sleazy scumbag playboy with, like, Otai, and it's just like, hey, babe, dump that monster and go out me, and then, like, I love how fucking just, like, Gintoki just comes out, smashes his fucking head on the floor. It's like, nah. And then he just started doing the same shit, and then it all just escalated as they were trying to, like, get this monster here. Ended up saying, like, oh, like, Shinpachi just came here with Kondo and they'll take care of this thing. Ends up there's been a little bit, like, people have been using the soul switching machine on everyone, so it basically, this is going to be fucking confusing to remember, right? Kondo's body is now in charge of fucking that piece of shit fucking, like, what we dealt with, that ninja bitch. She's doing it right now. Shinpachi's got Kondo's body now. Shinpachi is in the glasses. Kagura is now Elizabeth. Katsura is now Sogo. Like, Sogo is now, I believe, Elizabeth. It's just, everyone just gets swept up, and then turned out that fucking, like, everyone else, like, fucking, like, Mado, it, like, turns out that he's Sadahara, then ends up turning into a turd. Yamazaki is, like, his glasses, and they do a fusion and make a giant turd man. That fusion, like, it was just so fucking confusing, and, like, Otai even as well was like, what is this? She was just go, what the fuck is wrong with everyone? And why are they acting like that? Honestly, I was dying to see, like, Kagura was Elizabeth, and she was just, like, beating the shit out of everyone. It's just like, they had a hard time dealing with this bit of shit with Lita, and then Otai kind of realized who everyone was, and it was just like, you saw them all doing individually, and it was just like, it was funny, and it's like, I liked how, like, especially with Katsura and Elizabeth, they were trying to ship the whole Kagura Sogo thing that a lot of people have wanted to see for a while, and Kagura was losing her fucking mind, saying, no, don't hook me up with this fucker, get away from him, I despise him. Get him away from me. And it's just like, it ended up perfectly. Honestly, the best part is, like, when Tai, like, threw the swords, like, to Gintoki and, like, Hijikata, but they're like, nah, let's get this right. And they say, no, both our leaders were nothing without them. It was just, like, showing that, you know, all their flaws is, like, we wouldn't change them for the world. And it's like, they kind of learned something from this. Is they, like Hijikata, you need to be a little bit more lax with them. You need to be a little bit more, like, relaxed and, like, kind of, like, not be, like, this ironclad rules. Gintoki, you should stop being a scumbag once in a while and actually kind of be, you know, pay the bills and shit. And just, like, you should do things more, like, not just like, just go with the flow, which is just like that. It's like, honestly, it was a really good episode at the end, and just the bit that made is when the swords got thrown, they switched it around, and it was like, yeah, now fucking Hijikata's got Gintoki's, like, sword, and now, like, honestly, that was perfect. Great way to end it. However, when they went to get the soul out, the cat decided to shit its fucking ass out, and then everyone just started becoming poop people, and it was just like, Gintoki and Hijikata had this great little finale where they, like, act and boss to each other, and then we just see these turd people. I'm like, yep, that's how an episode ends. Everyone's fucked. That's pretty much how it ends, and honestly, it was a great episode. I'm looking forward to seeing Sakamatsu. Like, he and his, like, gonna get an episode, and I'm sure that's gonna be a bit of a surprise to a lot of people in that one. And I loved how they shut everyone down. I was like, oh, we're definitely getting a new opening next week, and then they actually said in the like, the fucking title, it's like, no, you're not getting an opening next week. And even like Sakamatsu saying, oh, we should get an opening, and it should be all about me, and it's just like, honestly, that was amazing. So I guess next week we are just gonna get the normal opening, and I mean that should clear up everything that's on, like, you know, the current opening. So it's the week after that we gotta get. I guess we're gonna get the new one, and it's like, honestly, it's just so many great moments, like when fucking Kondo and Hijikata, like, with their bodies switched on, and it was like Saratobi and Gintoki, and like she was flirting and trying to add normal. It's like, what do you mean? Like, most of the Shinsengumi are homos, and she's like there, like, twerking his nipple and shit. it was fucking great, and it was just like Gintoki just trying to act all cool and collected while fucking Kondo's twisting his nipples. I mean, yeah, that's how we're ending this video right now, but let me know in the comment section down below. Honestly, I thought it was great. At the end, I can give that a solid A. I was fucking laughing my ass off at the end. It was perfect. But that's all from me, so thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.